Okay, hello. My name is Aisha James, and I am here to join the YouTube community of targeted individuals. I'm not sure what has happened, but my microphone just suddenly went out. But that is the nature of being hacked and real time assaulted. So my mic for some reason just went out, and there's like absolutely no reason why that would have occurred. So Tyler Perry is my human trafficker and my owner, and he's the one who created this attack on my life. And others have joined the persecution and assault on my living existence. So I am here to share my story and to also say thank you to all the individuals who come on YouTube, who make videos to discuss your own unique persecution that you're that you're enduring. It's very important that we have a mirror of ourselves through each other's stories, so that we understand that we're not alone, and so that we know that there are other individuals that are enduring this, and also other individuals that have resources and research that will help us to find our way out of this situation. So I'm going to fast track this because I do have a lot to say, and I will not say it all in this video, but this is an introduction to me and to my story. I do want to tell you right now that I'm a spiritually gifted individual, which is why Tyler Perry set this attack up over my life and why others have joined it. Many of us who have identified ourselves as being chosen ones, obviously, and that's why we're enduring such attack on our lives, such attacks. I do want to also say that I have a tendency to speak on a high level in terms of I expect people to catch up. There's something my ex-boyfriend and I used to say is like catch up. Those that are also highly intuitive people will be able to fill in the blanks and just kind of, dive right into what is happening with my life and as a reflection of, your own challenges and your own, being a victim of this type of crime. Okay, so I am going to read a post that I made on my Facebook, which is under Aisha Vance James, where I go into a great deal of detail about what is happening and has happened in my life, and also speaking directly to the federal authorities, which is very important, is that we make sure that we communicate with the authorities in regards to what's happening, because they cannot allow organized domestic terrorism campaigns to violate Americans' lives. They cannot allow that to happen, because then they're enabling terrorism. So once they have the intelligence, then it's up to them to use the law and to use their investigative strategies to uncover the various organized crimes campaigns against our individual lives. Okay, so I'm going to read this because this is important. Oh gosh, I shouldn't have squinted. Oh well. Okay, I don't know why my mic went out. That is so maddening. That is really, truly, that's an assault. In fact, okay, I'm not going to stop it because, oh, I know why it went out. Oh, I'm being special. That is funny. Okay, sometimes I can be special. I was just going all off, and it was because I turned off the computer. Okay, so my mic is back on, but they do shit all the time. Okay. Let me read this, and then we're going to jump right into it. Okay. I'm in this contemplation stage again. I'm in survivor mode, so I do not. So I'm exasperated, oftentimes, but I do have, spiritual gifts, which is again why I'm under attack. So my content may be between, being a victim of this types of crimes, but also what we can do to get out, because that's where we should be anyway, as far as our headspace. Okay. Let's see what I have here. This is important. This is directly into the community. I want to spearhead an initiative in partnership with Crisis Unseen and Freedom from Covert Harassment and Surveillance to organize a Targeted Individuals Gala, where we gather to raise intelligence in a collective effort to elevate awareness and garner vital funding necessary to combat the complex networks of domestic or organized crime cells that stalk, harass, torment, torture, and perpetrate heinous assaults on our humanity. By uniting our community under a single roof, a private event not open for broadcast so our respective terrorists' real-time signals are not affected, we consciously create an environment that prompts our aggressors to emerge from hiding, thereby concentrating their directed energy signal transmissions and ground activities within a localized area. This concentration of activity enables intelligence agencies to intercept and capture the frequencies emitted by our respective terrorist networks, ultimately facilitating the tracing and dismantling of their operations. These reprehensible entities habitually engage in the assault and violation of our lives, bodies, minds, and human rights. However, they will inevitably be caught by the trap that exploits their own cunning. We, as God's chosen ones, will lead them into the highest trap. So that is a message directly to the targeted individuals community. I believe that if we gather together, we will expose our individual domestic terrorists that have entered our lives to violate our humanity. We all know, and I'm speaking directly into the community, but do know that I have a forced audience over me real time, and I hope that the signal that is being transmitted, I'm creating this video, but also the open space in my home that is amplified so that my terrorists have access to every single thing that I do, and those that are victims understand that. So my vision is for us all to gather together and create a terrorist trap. I mean, we have our individual terrorists, we come together for a very powerful collective purpose, and that is to raise intelligence, our intelligence. We don't realize how actually intelligent we are and what we have to do with our minds to keep up with what these terrorists are doing. So I wanted for us to collaborate as a community, for us to come together with the purpose and the responsibility to expose these terrorists and to activate federal law enforcement in the capacity in which they should be operating, and that's in protection of humans and their rights. America cannot sell their soul to this higher power who has created a network of individual terrorist operations using this type of technology to violate our lives, to violate our minds, our bodies, our spirits. Our very human existence is being haunted by these super predators who are using technology in a weaponized capacity to violate human life. These have very real consequences. It causes death. It causes self-destruction. It causes accidents. It causes mental health issues. It causes physical issues. It's physical violence. Those that are victims of directed energy attacks on their physical body, against their physical body. So we have to come together and expose what is happening and understand that these are real signals that are being transmitted to our physical bodies, around our physical bodies, in our physical environment. So therefore, everybody that we're around is exposed to our terrorists. That is not okay. That is not okay. That is an infringement on life and rights and personal safety with predators who are attached to us, who have targeted us and made themselves a fixture in our life to violate our human existence. And this is for local law enforcement who have a fucking problem as well. you guys are going to be exposed as organized participants in these organized attacks, those that have police departments who are enabling and facilitating in some cases and participating just as fucking rogue operatives. You have no right to invade life this way, and you have a like a true criminal issue on your hands. We have gotten to the point where if America is not going to step up and protect humans from this type of attacks and use technology in a counter-terrorism, using technology in a counter-terrorism